What's going on, guys? It's the FM Fanatic here, and welcome to episode 5 of my San Marino challenge. As you can see, we're doing really well. We're in first, and today we are playing first. Apparently, that's what it says there. No, we're playing against second place Grosseto. They are second, only on goal difference, which could be why they are first on there. Let's take a look at the league table, and as you see, there's only 2 goals in it. They've scored 1 more goal than us, but we've conceded 3 goals less. And yeah, it's been a pretty solid start to the season. Show the fixtures, and obviously since that last game, Prato, I've got a lot done. That's because I just started playing and I just didn't stop. But yeah, that since that last game, we then went on to score 21 goals in 4 games, which isn't bad at all. I mean, obviously 2 of those were only friendlies, but one of them was against a team in our league who we then went on to only beat 2-1, and that was like literally we only just managed to beat them. So we'll go from the start of the season. We got off to a good start against L'Aquila, 5-0. David Paletti getting 2 of the goals and man of the match. Nicolo Lolli getting 1 and Manuel Gavilan getting the other. We then went on to beat Bellaria 6-2 away from home, with Manuel Gavilan getting a hat-trick, David Souza getting 1 of the goals, and then the other 2 coming from Federico Filippucci and Gabriel Farina. Next game, our first defeat of the season in the league. 4-1 away at Ascoli, and we just got completely dominated. Martino Nuoto, only 5.2 rating, but he's only 16, and he has played really well all season. That was literally like the only really bad game he's had. But yeah, Manuel Gavilan with our goal, and if I remember rightly, it was a pretty good goal as well. We just couldn't defend in that game. We picked ourselves up straight away with a win against Forlì, who we beat 5-3 in pre-season. Abdallah Yassin and Nicolo Lolli with the goals. We then went on to beat Cuneo 5-1. Manuel Gavilan getting 2 of the goals. Nicolo Lolli, David Souza and Martino Nuoto getting on the score sheet also. Then we beat Sant'Arcangelo 1-0. We should have won by a lot more. Abdallah Yassin getting the goal for us. Manuel Gavilan and Simone Farina injured, but luckily it was just a knock. They weren't actually injured. Neither was Daniel Forte. They didn't actually have to miss a game. But I decided to rest Forte anyway, just because he was injured, just because he was tired, and rested Farina as well. And we won the next game 3-1. Martino Nuoto getting another goal. Manuel Gavilan and Ludovico Gargiulo getting the other goals. Then we went out in the Serie C Cup in the first round after losing on penalties to Cuneo, who we beat 5-1. But to be fair, we were playing we weren't really playing a reserve team. We just weren't playing our strongest team. Like Filippucci, he never normally gets a look in, and yeah, he got a hat trick. Don't know how that works. But Filippo Urbanelli, I played him, and as you can see, he's not the best of players, but he's got like 4.5 star potential. So I'm going to be trying to play him as much as possible. That's what I'm doing with Martino Nuoto, 5-star potential. And he's been one of our best players this season. He's naturally a right back, but I've been playing him in centre back. I think if you get that heading up, he'll just be an absolute beast of a player at this level. I mean, at 16, in the Italian third tier, to have like marking and of 11 and 12 tackling, and like 11 positioning and jumping of 15, I think is pretty good. And then our last game, we drew 1-1, and Cudicini just made the most I'm gonna show you the goal, just because I couldn't believe it when they scored it. It was just like, it was one of those moments where you're just like, what what was he doing? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had that, like, just a moment so stupid you literally just do not know what to do? Like, I think if there was another goalkeeper on the bench, I would have taken him off. Just watch this, right? I mean, fair dues, good bit of passing from Ramini. What is he doing? I mean, the ball's not even going there. It's out here, and he's running towards the penalty spot. I just do not know. You know what I mean? What was that about? I mean, we dominated that game, like 66% possession, but we only had one more shot than them, and that's something that's bugged me all season. It's really annoying. But anyway, enough of me complaining. Let's get straight to today's game, and it's against second place. And like I say, second place only on goal difference, missing Abdel Yassine and Yuri Biordi because of international. So we're going to put Russo on the bench. Didn't want to do that. We're going to put Luca Russo on the bench. And we are going to put, where is he? Where's the big man? We're going to put David Souza in attacking midfield. He has been a revelation for us this season. He's been really good. Probably my best signing of the window. It's just been absolutely fantastic. We're going to bring back David Paletti because Filippucci had a really poor game. And we're also going to bring back Iñaki at right back, just because he's a brilliant player. And also, this guy's been having a great season, Juan Cruz. I thought that Farina would be great, but Juan Cruz and Nuoto have really brought in that kind of like youth into the like burst of youth into the team. It's like, we've got like two really experienced defenders and then like two youth defenders, and it seems to be a really good mix. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put Daniel Forte on there, just because like Gargiulo he's not really a starting player. He's like an impact player. He plays better when he comes off the bench. So we're going to go with that. And yeah, like I was saying, like, just the link, like the fact that we've got two younger players and then two more experienced players at the back. And we've also got this in midfield because like we've got like Lolly and Forte who are like pretty young, and they bring like a burst of energy. And yeah, I suppose you can include Gavilan in that. Like, them three are really young, and they've just got that burst of energy. And then these three are really experienced, so they can just slow the play down and look for the pass. And I just think it's a really good mix. It's like people are like, oh, my average age is like 21, and I don't sign any players over 25. And it's just like, why? Just get that mix in. I think teams work best when there's a mixture of like youth and an experience. It's like, because like if you have like, if everybody's like 20, like 17 to 25, then you've got like no experienced players to like tutor your younger players. It's just like everybody's young, so like there's just no, you know what I mean? There's nothing. It's all just the same. Whereas if you've got that experience, then obviously you can have your older players teaching your younger players. And I just think it's a really good mix, and that is awful goalkeeping again from Cudicini. He's been really good all season, and all of a sudden he's just turned absolutely crap. It's like, that's two poor goalkeeping errors in 2 games. He dives, but he doesn't actually move. He just kind of jumps onto his side. Like, that is terrible. Am I the only one who's noticed that the goalkeepers this year are absolute bollocks? Go on, David, lad. Oh, no. Oh, if you'd have scored that, that would have been brilliant. Really would. Unlucky. So here we go again. They're probably going to score here. Just because like Sousa missed like a really good chance. They're probably just going to punish us by going 2-0 up. Nuoto kind of clears it and Pacquiao gets it further away. Come on, Lolly, what can you do, lad? Good ball in for Gavilan. Good ball in for anyone. Wins a corner. It's okay, I suppose. Good ball in, Davide. Sousa, get in. Davide Sousa. Poor defending from Finito at the front post. But at the front post? Would you call that the front post or the rear post? I suppose from the corner it's the front post, but like when he heads it, I suppose it's like near him, so it could be the near post. I'm gonna call it the far post just because it's far on the screen. So yeah, poor defending, but I really don't care. You know, it gets us back into it after that poor goalkeeping from Cudicini. I thought like Cudicini, you know, it's Cudicini. You know what I mean? Italian third tier, Carlo Cudicini. You know, normally you just look at that and think, wow, that's a brilliant signing. But then you realise that like he spent like 10 years being backup at like Chelsea and Spurs, and you think, well, he didn't actually really get a chance to prove how good he was. And it's like, yeah, Cudicini played for Spurs, but like so did not Spurs. Cudicini played for like Tottenham, not Tottenham. Why do I keep saying Tottenham? Like Cudicini played for Chelsea, but then you look at it and you think, well, so did Ross Turnbull. It's not like he was like a class keeper, because he wasn't. He's absolute bull. So Daniel Forte's injured, and we're just going to bring on Ludovico Gargiulo. I always want to say Gargiolu, but it's not. It's Gargiulo. And it's one of the problems. It's one of the problems of playing abroad, so that you never know how to pronounce the names. It's like when you manage in England, you know how to pronounce like the English clubs' names because you hear them say it on the TV. But like when you're managing in like the Italian third tier, you just don't have a clue. And God help me on my Pentagon challenge, Hong Kong. You know what I mean? And I've got a player who looks like it should be 2, but I don't know if it's 2 or toe. It's like toe sun toe or something. It's like I don't even know. Oh no, not Pacquiao as well. This is getting beyond the joke. Why is it like I never just have one player get injured? It's always like 3. It's always like 2 or 3 players who have to go off injured. It's never just the one. And it really annoys me because like I know for a fact now that they'll be out for like 4 to 5 weeks, both of them. So half time, and yeah, you know, 1-1. Both goals were pretty poor. I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna tell them to go out and play without pressure. That didn't even work. What kind of team talk was that? Rubbish. What was I saying? Fuck, I can't remember now. But yeah, that injury thing really bugs me. It's like when I took over at Stockport on the Pentagon Challenge, it's like most of the team were injured anyway. But then FM just kept injuring my players. It's like I had about literally like I had 12 players fit at one point. And it's just like, God, it's so annoying. And they've taken the lead again. Front post corner, like always. That's another thing. Defenders are shit at defending set pieces on this. I don't know if I'm the only one who notices these things, but it's like goalkeepers and defenders from set pieces this year, absolutely bollocks. It's just like they score from like everything. And then you go down the other end and you try and do the same thing, and it's like their keepers are unbeatable from set pieces. And it's just like, well, why is that? You know what I mean? It's like, why are their keepers so good if ours are absolutely bollocks? So, yeah, rant over. Gonna bring on him because Inyaki's looking knackered. And to be fair, he is like 38 or 40. I don't even know how old he is. I think he's 40. Go on, Paletti, whip a good ball in. That last one was terrible. So was that one. Oh no, Grosseto are going to catch us on the counter here. I can just see it. This is 3-1 here, lads. Good block, but he'll whip it back in. And Asante will head it down. And Esposito will put another cross in. There you go, 3-1. It was just in the script, wasn't it? Against the run of play. Look at that again. Like I said before the game, we always dominate possession, and then like we either like have literally like one shot more than them, or we have less shots, and that really bugs me because I've got like shoot on sight on, I think, or work ball into box, and it's like we get the ball into the box, but then we always try and find like a pass that isn't there. Like when we get into the box, and it's just like, just shoot. You're in the box, just shoot. It could ricochet off a defender and go in, but they never do. Like, just shoot, Paletti. Well, not when the angle's that wide, man. Shoot when you're more central, you tit. And that's a wasted corner. See what I mean? Corners are just awful. Set pieces, I just can't do them on this game. This year. Last season we seemed to score from, you know what I mean? Last year you just seemed to like whip every corner in at the front post, and like every single corner you took could go in. This year, I don't think I've ever really scored from that kind of set piece. That's a great cross. Oh, for God's sake, man! How do you miss that? You're worse than Torres. Actually, that's not much of an insult, is it, at the moment, because Torres is playing quite well. You're worse than... I can't even think of a player. Fuck. Fucking bottled it now, lads. We fucking bottled it. We were playing really well, and since that cup game, we've just absolutely bottled it. We just can't do anything. It's like, no matter how we play, at the moment, like in the last, like, 3 games, we've just been really poor. Juan Cruz, surely a penalty. A dive? Are you kidding me? He sent him off. He didn't fucking do it. He got fouled. Well, to be fair, you wouldn't have been able to tell if he got fouled or not, because sometimes when they get the ball, they give it as a foul, and when it looks like they get the ball, they give it as a foul, and when it looks like he came nowhere near, they just play on. Am I the only one who's noticed that as well? Fucking unfortunate. Fuck off. We were absolutely bollocks. Why? The assistant managers are, like, they're just awful at telling you, like, what to do. It's like, just... like my San Marino team at the start of this save lost 14-0 to England. 14-0, right? And I respect the fact that it's San Marino, but 14-0, and my assistant manager goes, yeah, the lads were unlucky today. No, we weren't unlucky. We were fucking shit, which is why we lost 14-0. It's like, I'm not going to go, oh, unlucky boys, 14-0. Like, that's a Sunday League score. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, he shouldn't have been sent off. In my eyes, it was a penalty. And like, just referees on this game, just absolute bollocks this year. I don't know if it's just me, but they really are just absolutely crap. So there we go. We've not won in 3 on the back of a 4-game winning streak, which is absolutely bollocks. FM just seems so scripted this year. It's like we're gonna put you on a really good run to the start at the start of the season, and then we're gonna put you on a really shit run, and then you're gonna be on the verge of getting sacked, and then you're gonna pick it up again towards the end of the season. It's bullcrap. Anyway, so I'm not gonna say when my next game is gonna be because it never seems to be on that game. So I don't know. Maybe somewhere around here. It's one of these 5 games. But yeah, it'll be somewhere around there. So that's the end of this video, guys. Obviously, if you like it, then give it a like. Let us know if my rants are like right, because I don't want to be ranting and you guys are just like, what's he on about? I haven't seen any of this. He's fucking lost it. So yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know if my rants are spot on, which they're probably not. You guys are probably just, like I say, thinking he's absolutely lost the plot. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Obviously subscribe to my channel and try and share the videos about a bit. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I've been the FM Fanatic, and I will catch you next time.